Defending is the hardest part in FC26, as it should be. But the main issue is, if you're using the same defensive approach as you did last year, you must now reprogram your spine. Last year, it was all about pushing with the center backs, and if you do the same thing this year, you're getting cooked. This is the year of patient defending, not pulling your center backs out of position and defending as a unit. Let's get into this. It is not impossible, trust me. First out, turn off advanced defending, because these seal outs with X, seal outs and shoulder challenges this year are not consistent and they don't work as they should. Tactical is just much easier, and this means if you press circle, the tackle type will be contextual. Sometimes stand tackle and sometimes shoulder challenge. It is just much easier and you have much more error margin. We can see here using tactical how we press the circle, and this time it is just a shoulder challenge using the body, a physical challenge. So yeah, it is contextual, sometimes stand tackle and sometimes a shoulder challenge, and it is very lenient. If we make mistakes, let's say now we are behind and we press the circle, bad timing, and if this was advanced defending, this would be a mistimed stand tackle and a penalty kick for sure. But instead now, the player makes some kind of shirt pull and stops this attack. Tactical defending is simply much easier. Next out, the use fullback defend will stop plenty of easy goals against you, plenty of counters, as the center mids don't quite stay back. Even CDMs, if you use holding ball winning, deep line defend, they still go forward. And if you also then have fullbacks going forward, you're gonna get quite countered, especially facing formations such as the 4-2-1-3. The safest choice is fullback. Either defend, balanced also fine, but defend is the most safe choice. Stop the easy goals, stop the counters. The main issue this year is if you're pulling out with the center backs. And that is from last year just a quite bad habit, because that was last year probably the best way, just lunging, being aggressive. But this year though, attackers are much faster and passing is better. So if you use the same methods this year, then it's gonna be bad. And also with the R1 press button, don't hold it too long, and especially not with the center backs. This should not happen. The center back here being now completely pulled out of position because we just hold R1 here, and that is not the best way. He's being pulled out of his safe spot, and that means opponents gets plenty of space, and that is a goal against us. And also stand tackle button, just don't spam it. Don't spam it, don't spam it. You will then move at the back like a donkey. Instead, this year, track back with the midfield. We see now here, center backs not touching. Instead, we take now this midfielder and just rushing back all the way. Being patient, same thing here, using the cam. In this case, that is Ødegaard helping out to close this gap. Trying to defend with the whole team like a unit. This time here we have midfielders Kamavinga helping out. All the way back helping out. We go back, and in the end we get the ball back. But the center backs here staying put and not pushing unless we have to. And the fullbacks use them to help out here, rustic switching and help out with these fullbacks. Bad touch, push here. Nice tackle. Again, we have here fullbacks, we switch with the rustic. Big space here, moving inside, helping out and stopping this attack. Again here, rustic switching, left back, bad touch, we push forward, and there we have it. The fullbacks must help out, but the center backs again primarily staying back. In position, don't drag them out unless the opponent has plenty of space and gets a bad touch. Then just here scan the pitch, look at the ball, look for that bad touch and then lunge at him. If you see that bad touch. We have this now again, bad touch and then boom, lunge at him and the ball is ours. But of course also you must move the center backs if you see a dangerous run. If you see a big gap, big threat, then you must switch either with L1 to the closest player or rustic switching most times to pinpoint the right defender. You must scan always for threats, and when you see them, rustic switching and then shut them down. Center backs must be activated if you see dangerous runs. And also of course big gaps, which will happen in the box this year plenty of times with this rebranded AI at the back, where attackers have plenty of more space. Like here, huge space, and here you must switch manually. The center backs, they must shut down this gap. Rustic switch here, move in and stop this attack. But mainly, let the center backs chill. And at the back, your best friend this year is the R1 button. RB Xbox, the second man press button. Use this as much as you can. You need help at the back. And this is extremely useful in many situations. Like here, the AI takes the first press, R1 button, second man press button. You see then this green indicator showing up, and then we manually cover inside in this dangerous pass. Good defending. Again here, a tricky situation, but we just hold here R1 and helping out with the center mids and saving this situation. Thanks to the R1 button. And mainly, when defending flanks, when defending wings and cutbacks, use always pretty much the R1 press, second man press button to push and press the ball holder while you manually cover these passes and runs inside with your manually controlled defender. But don't control the same player for too long time. Try to switch as much as possible, and that is both using right stick switching and as well of course the L1 switching to switch to the closest player. And defending in your box and close to your box, always try to double up. Defending isolated 1v1, it is this year very difficult. You always want a friend, a support, and you get this using the R1 second man press button. Double up as much as you can without pulling your center backs out of position. That is a fine balance. And sometimes, of course, you must defend still 1v1, and then your best mate, your best friend is the L2 button Jockey. And combine this also with the R2 button, getting then speed Jockey, pressing down L2 R2 at the same time. But when defending 1v1, then almost always engage the Jockey. It makes your defensive transitions much faster and much more smooth. Again now, 1v1, you see here, Jockey, moving nicely, don't panic, chill, and do not spam the stand tackle button, only press it when you need extra reach. But even if you defend great this year, your opponent will create plenty of chances, and that means this year, the goalkeeper is a huge key. You must be active, movement, press down right stick and move to cover the angles. Rush out using triangle, and also of course on corner kicks, move the keeper. Press down right stick and move into position. A great fast trick to stop far post shots, which is the most common shot type, is shooting across the goal, is double tapping triangle in the last second. But don't press too early, don't expose yourself. Double tap triangle in the last moment when you think that your opponent has decided his direction. You can also bait as well. You can also bait. A quite nice trick is pressing double tap early and then move back, pressing just once. So double tap to move forward post and then tap triangle once to move back into position. And then some fast tricks when your AI is sleeping, let's say kickoffs. Activate team press. Just don't forget this is sometimes gonna drain out stamina, so don't use this too often. But yeah, team press, D-pad up, right, and also of course to stop these short corner kicks. When the AI is sleeping, you want it to wake up. Team press, up, right. And last year you had automatic offside traps. This year they are gone, which means sometimes you must activate this yourself manually by pressing D-pad up, up. But only do this when the opponent is turned away from the goal or during loose balls, as in this example. But yeah, be careful, don't use too much. And this year you must stop the counters to every price, and sometimes the best way is to just go for a professional foul, which is R1 plus X. That is Xbox RB plus A. Just stop it, but this though gives you a guaranteed yellow card, so don't do this with someone that is booked already. Then he's getting sent off. And next up we have a feature that is very underrated, and that is a partial team press, which activates 2 extra players, which is controlled by the AI, and they get active for a short time. And to activate this feature, then tap twice R1 and hold. And you're gonna see here these 2 blue indicators. And this feature has plenty of usage areas. The first one is to help out in high pressure situations. Just here double tap R1 and hold. And that is a nice example, or to stop cutbacks. The opponent here gets easy tap in, you have no time to get there yourself, then double tap R1. Double tap and hold, and sometimes that will save you. But this here also, it is great to use here to stop these counters. To track runs without activating center backs is actually quite amazing. And last out, we have the last restore tackle, which is the hard tackle using R1 plus square, which is RB plus B on Xbox, and this gives you a bit extra reach on that slide tackle. and that could be used sometimes, especially for stopping a certain goal. Quite nice and extremely satisfying when you manage. You feel like Prime Maldini. Amazing. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this defending tutorial and found it useful. If you did so, then drop a like, and don't forget at the back, be patient, don't be lazy, track back, and trust the process. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you know, until next time, take care.